In the spirit of collaboration and in the spirit of music, which I think is one of the great and only unifiers in a society such as ours today, and that is music, animal rescue for a lot of us plays a similar role, but the history of animal rescue has not been always been so collaborative. And you would think that organizations who all have a common goal would like to work together, but that's not always been the case. A couple of months ago, at the house in which I reside, several of us from various rescues got together. I used to be a songwriter in Nashville years ago, and we co-wrote, and some of them are here in the room tonight. There are folks from Big Dog Ranch here tonight, and Animal Control here tonight. I think Peggy Adams, folks from many different rescues. We co-wrote a song called Rescue On, and our vision here is to create Florida's rescue version of We Are the World. We're going into the studio Sunday morning with folks from Peggy Adams and Animal Control and Barky Pines and Big Dog Ranch and yes, Redemption Song Rescue League. A great local band called Rogue Theories backing us up. We have a few guest artists. Sherri and Will have promised me that if we send them the tracks in Nashville, they're going to lay down a couple of guest lines as well. And we're going to record a full-fledged music video called Rescue On. We're going to release it all throughout Florida. We're going to allow all the rescues to use this song as a digital download for $1.29 to raise the awareness level first and foremost for our cause, but also to raise a few bucks for the rescues. We're really excited about that. And I wanted to just let you know to look for that, because hopefully by the new year that song will be released. We're pretty pumped. So back in June, a couple of us were working at a much larger rescue, and some folks from that place are here tonight. And also one of our most amazing volunteers at that rescue. We got together and we decided it was time for a change, and we had a change of scenery. And we left Big Dog Ranch Rescue, which is a great place, and decided to embark upon a foolhardy mission to start our own rescue. But not just any rescue. We're the only animal rescue east of the Mississippi which has purposely combined the vision of people and animals, helping, in particular, young men in recovery from addiction with that cause combined with animal, primarily dog, but animal rescue. We feel like the paths of addiction recovery and animal rescue and rehabilitation are very, very parallel. We got together and we said, why don't we try something like this? And so back in June, when once we got together, and I'm going to introduce you to this team in just a minute, we started talking with people in the community and sharing our ideas, and everyone thought it sounded, fantastic, and that's neat, and good luck, and we wish you well. And we were telling them, when do you think you'll be up and running? Well, we're looking at properties. We're trying to get onto a small ranch, and we want to keep it like a boutique, like a little boutique mom and pop, and very specialized and very focused on quality of care. And hopefully by August or September we'll have found a property, a small ranch to move on to. And that was in June, and everyone was like, yeah, good luck on that one. Because most rescues want to move onto a property, and it's 5 years later before they ever get there. So August was ambitious. My partners told me so, and one of them's in the back of the room right now. But September wasn't, and October wasn't, and by somewhere in that September time frame, I think we had settled on a property, closed on it, and moved onto a small ranch out in western Palm Beach County. Thankfully, we also we had a meeting with Mayor Vanna's office, Mayor Vanna of Palm Beach County, and to let her know what we were doing and see if she and one of her colleagues who's here with us tonight thought it was a good idea, and if so, could they just spread the good word to help us get onto a property that was appropriate sooner. And we met with them, and they said, sounds like a good idea. I said, can I leave you one of our baseball caps? Because I don't know if that's considered swag or inappropriate or whatnot. They said, leave us the baseball cap. And we moved onto a property. Then we wanted to be operational by about October, and everyone was like, good luck with that. And they were right, October was a little bit of a stretch, but by the end of October and early November, we were operational. We now have moved onto a property. We have started taking care of dogs, and we actually just grabbed our first batch of dogs. We just pulled literally from probably their last days and weeks from Palm Beach County Animal Care and Control, a half dozen, actually 8 square-headed pit bulls. With 7 more to come in the next week or so. We are not going to strictly be a pit bull rescue, but we will be working a lot with the breed. And I will tell you, having grown up with other breeds of dogs, after my time at Big Dog Ranch and now learning a lot more over the years, there's nothing worse than profiling of any kind. And pit bulls do not deserve the reputation they have deserved. They're amazing dogs. So, we're in the process of recruiting young men to help in the world of recovery to live on property with us, and that's going to happen over the next couple of months. I'd like to, before I introduce the team, just thank a couple of people who have helped us. Our sponsors include Liberated Recording Studios out in Wellington, where we'll be recording one song a month to do two things, and it starts with Rescue on Sunday morning. We're going to promote local and independent artists by giving them an opportunity to record a song that they may never have been able to afford to record themselves, starting this month, once a month, in conjunction with Liberated Studios. Those artists will make 50% of every download they sell, and they will dedicate 50% of every download back to Redemption Song Rescue League. So Liberated Studios, Surfside Animal Hospital in Stewart, our dear friends Dr. Mack and Dr. Amerigo up there. They're an amazing clinic. If you live up north of town, you ought to check out Surfside Animal Hospital. Nature's Way, a restaurant just up the road here. They are catering tonight. There's food over there near the bar. You're welcome to it if you'd like it. Great, natural, healthy food. And EAU Hotels. Those are our sponsors. I also wanted to thank, before we bring the team up, some key volunteers, and if I've forgotten anyone, you're going to have to forgive me because it's been a crazy week and a very emotional couple of weeks, actually. Some of our amazing volunteers, Adam, Robin Perry, Erin Tackett and her mom, Bridget, you've gone to the wall for us time and time again. Pedro, who's not here tonight, is an amazing veterinary technician volunteer at Big Dog Ranch Rescue. We're going to steal him from you guys. He's been with us here and there. He's fixed every single thing that's mechanical on our property so far, 6 different times. And the lawnmower, without his work on the lawnmowers, we would be living in a jungle right now. And he's now helping us, along with our medical manager, create our medical protocols. Our first ever and most consistent donor has flown in from Colorado to be with us tonight. I met her in a bar in that sounds really bad, you know? I met her in a bar in Nashville about a year and a half ago when I worked for Big Dog Ranch, and I was up there to do a team building session with my other team building program thingamajiggy I do. And we started talking. I was having a burger and a beer. I think she was having a burger too. And we shared a common love of animal welfare. She travels a lot for her job, so one of the things that she's able to do is help organizations out that she believes in, as vicariously sort of living through the dogs that she helps save. She started supporting us when we were a Big Dog. She's now become our most consistent supporter so far. Always room for others, guys, at Redemption Song Ranch. So Amy, thank you so much for flying in from Colorado and for all your help. We also have an amazing married couple, Eddie and Jackie. I'm not going to use your last name, but these are folks I met during my Big Dog days, and they stepped up and met with us a couple of weeks ago and asked, how can we help? And when we say how can we help, we really, really mean it. We're going to give you our time, we're going to give you our services, we're going to put the word out there, and they have so put their money where their mouth is. They have gotten us in front of so many important people in the community in the last couple of weeks, and without getting emotional about it, yeah, right? That kind of dedication is really important to us. Erin Tackett, the last couple of days, she's an amazing service dog trainer, and the last couple of days she has stepped up and helped us really with this event make it happen through a lot of challenges that she has with her own business and a lot of the other stuff she has going on. Anyway, thank you to all of you guys. Robin Perry, you've been amazing the last couple of weeks. We could not have done this without you. And earlier today, when I went to the airport to pick up Sherri and Will from Nashville, I wasn't able to be here. Lynn wasn't able to be here, but Ben, who's one of our co-founders, is going to come up in a moment. Ben was here all afternoon as well, so thanks for the extra effort, Ben. I really appreciate it. Now I'd like to really bring up the other folks here who, without them, they are the core team. This vision does not exist without every single one of us, and if one of us were to step down, I think the whole tent would fold. I believe that. It takes a true team to have any successful organization. And when you're a small startup and you're trying to be the little engine that could, and that's what we're trying to be right now, is the little. You remember that children's book, The Little Engine That Could?
I think I can.
That's what we're trying to be right now. So I'd like to bring up the core team and introduce you very briefly to them, as well as one of the first dogs we've started taking care of that we have with us tonight. He's available for adoption. He's amazing. So Ben, could you and Bugle come up? And Lynn, could you please come up here? And Jen, we're going to get you up here in a minute. Coming up here, this amazing young man who looks as handsome as I did 20 years ago. This is Ben Schlosser, ladies and gentlemen. Every bit as important. This is Bugle. Bugle's 8 years old or so. In rescue, we don't always know exactly. He's a square head of sorts, which means that he could be all kinds of different things, but the most amazing thing is he is an amazing dog. He's been hanging out all night, he's chill, he'd love to sit on one of your couches, he really would. Let's get you into life here a little bit more, man. That sounds great. And you go, oops.
Oh.
Ben is spearheading our volunteer program. Ben is spearheading our recovery program. He's actually 5 years clean right now, right? 5 years sober. Ben is trying to convince me what my next tattoo should be. And I told these guys, since they know how long-winded I am, that I'm probably just going to introduce them tonight. But Ben, without you, for many, many reasons, we wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't be starting on this amazing Jersey. Is there anyone from Jersey here? Journey. You know how much I love you, and the journey's just beginning. And thank you for everything you've done and everything you're going to do. Our other co-founder, and who is spearheading our medical program and our behavioral program, and a dear friend of mine, and someone who possibly was most instrumental in instituting a lot of the most positive changes that Big Dog Ranch Rescue has ever seen. The smartest hire I ever made there, and a crucial member of our team, Lynn Loby.
Lynn!
She really hates this kind of thing. But this is the core team. These are the three co-founders, and Lynn's working a full-time job. Ben runs 3 recovery houses. None of us are drawing a salary at Redemption Song Rescue League right now. If you know people who like to write 6-figure checks, talk to me after the show, because we would like to start drawing a salary. Someone else who has become a core member of our team, and we invited her in a few months ago because, you know, odd numbers are kind of weird, and we were going to be using Ben many hours a week. So we invited his fiance and much better half, Jen, to join us. And so, Jen, will you come up here for a second? She likes this almost as much as Lynn. This is Jennifer James, and she is now acting as our education and events coordinator, outreach coordinator. She's a teacher in the public school systems, which means she has a heart of service, which is important in these fields. So I just wanted to introduce you to the team. This is Redemption Song Rescue League as it currently exists, with all of the volunteers that are helping us. We need your help very much. I hope you'll take a few minutes to browse the silent auction items. Even John Ford Coley, who I know you guys are here to see tonight, who's going to come down in a few minutes, just kicked in an extra item. He has apparently written a book called Backstage Pass. He's signed one. So for a minimum of a $30 bid, you can have his, unless someone outbid you, you can have his book. It'll be over there on the table. But please take a few minutes to grab a drink, check out the silent auction table, and we'll bring John out probably in 10 to 15 minutes to start the headline set. We very much appreciate you being here today. Very much. Thank you.